We back with DC strats for Tyrant armor. This season, the boss has changed and all counter units have minus 15% HP per second, and soldiers and mechs have plus 50% attack and 20% HP. My recommendations for Super Fusion cores this season is to 120 Mavka and Felix for DPS and Horizon for survivability. I will be going over the mechanics of the fight, some stats for nerds, and I have an example team for you to use this season, which you can find the squad code in the description below. All of this will be timestamps, which you can find in the video description, so let me show you what I got. On Expert, the boss gains a permanent buff that gives it plus 50% defense, plus 30% anti-ground res, and plus 30% anti-air res. And then on top of that, it also gains a 50 stack of an undispellable plus 2% defense buff, and it loses only 1 stack after getting hit 10 times, which in total makes this boss gain 250%, or have 250% defense. Yeah, have fun with that. Special conditions. This boss learned how to drop lightning apparently. So now every 10 seconds it drops a little pillar of lightning in front of it. It has valid hits of 2, and it just kind of chunks your front line, especially on Expert. Attack pattern enhance is rather simple. It just doubles the hit check from 80 to 160. Making it basically impossible for us to be able to actually complete that hit check. Here we have Tyrant armor. He is a defender type boss who starts at the back, slowly walks towards your ship menacingly, and spawns a bunch of little ads that are normal rangers, and then one sniper ad that's large and does a lot of damage. Boss's special, indicated by the blue bar underneath his portrait, is an AoE knockback. This can be dodged. Boss's ult, indicated by the purple bar underneath his portrait. He basically just charges forward and then hits everything in his path, and then throws down an AoE lightning strike, which is only 1 valid hit, so you can shield it. And it can be redirected, so you can turn him around so he doesn't just run over your team. Boss will initiate a hit check around the end of the first bar of his HP. This is an actual hit check and not a damage check, so you need multiple units that hit fast. He'll do it again at the start of his last bar of HP. During the hit check, the boss is going to sit there and have an aura around him. This slows your unit's A speed down by 90%, give or take. Failure to complete the hit check will result in a laser beam that'll knock back anybody who survives, but basically normally wipes your team. Here are the stats for nerds. Expert mode. The HP is coming in at a whopping 5 million. The defense is 7.4k. This creature has 4.3k hit and 2.5k evasion. This means if you're gonna want to dodge without perfect evasion, you need 2,319 or more evasion, and if you want to hope of hitting this boss, you need 4,792 or more hit at 100%, or if you shred by 50%, you just need 2,396 or more. No, just that. So for our stats for nerds for this boss has 1.4 billion HP, has one of the highest defense coming in at 3.3k, almost 3.4. Now he's got 1.9k hit and 1.1k evasion. Now all this means that our tanks are going to need at least 1053 or more evasion in order to actually dodge the boss. Our DPS, in order to surefire the boss at 100% evasion, will need 2171 or more hit. Or if you shred the boss's evasion in half, it'll need 1086 hit or more in order to surefire. Biggest tips I can give you is that if you don't dodge the first knockback, go ahead and restart. It messes up a lot of positioning, and on top of that, sometimes some of your units will get killed. By some miracle, your front line's still alive. There's this nifty neat feature where if you click on the portrait, you click the button above their head, it retreats them. This works really well because this boss only ults if something's within melee range. So this might buy you the few seconds you need in order to clear this boss. We're going to go ahead and start off with auto deploy on. You can actually leave auto ult on for a little bit as well. And once Felix and Sigma are out on the field, we're just going to go ahead and sit back for a few seconds, split her minions, hold the line for a bit. They're not going to do much here at the start, but they'll be important later. Now about 245, 247, you want to deploy Horizon into Rivet, into Acolytes, to proc our Hana. And we can go ahead and use our ship skills to make sure that, Horizon takes a little less damage. And as soon as we can, we get our Mavka out. Now Mavka here will actually walk up a bit, which will be in front of Acolyte, so she will actually be able to get healed. We're going to save our S1 until Spencer comes out, then drop S1 and drop into Troopers so that Troopers can possibly get the buff here. And then we're going to burn the boss down as quickly as we can. With auto ults on, Felix and Sigma will go ahead and use their ultimates as soon as possible. And we should be able to pass this hit check here with no problems. Now we want to turn off our auto ults and get ready to redeploy Horizon. Now you do Horizon into Acolytes because they need to heal, into Rivet. Well, Sigma and then Rivet. Rivet's leader ability will go ahead and help Horizon take a little less damage here. And then again, we want to get Mavka out as soon as possible. Make sure at this point Mavka is in front of Acolytes so that she is getting healed. And again, like before, we're going to repeat the process. We're going to get Spencer out onto the field and then S1. Now, as you can see, I am not ulting on Mavka. If you do, it will push the boss. You can deploy Troopers and complete the hit check. But it gets a little risky because then you cannot redeploy Horizon, so your Horizon does have to live the entire time. So we're just going to use Mavka's ult to iframe here and then redeploy everything and push the boss as soon as possible. Kind of a race against the clock. You can, since Horizon's in a good position, she will turn the boss if it happens to ult. It may reduce your time, but take a little longer to kill it, but it is the safest option. And they said counters are banned this time. Alright, for this team, we are running Quad as a ship, Kim Hana as the operator. For gear, we have Felix on full death pin. If you don't happen to have a soldier death pin, go ahead and go with anti-defender. For Sigma, we're going full CDR. We want her spamming her skills and ultimate as much as possible. For Horizon, if you're an Abraham enjoyer, you will have a set like this, but you want as much incoming healing as you can on her. You don't have to worry about crit res and because of her kit, and the same thing applies for anti-ground res. For Rivet, again, we want to sit here and put death pin on her, but if you don't have it, go with anti-defender. Acolytes, we want full outgoing healing. This is really important to keep Horizon alive. You can try A speed. Assault Troopers, they're here to help us with the hit check, so we're going full Swift A speed on them. And unfortunately, this is non-negotiable. You need full death pin on Mavka as much as you can fit. She doesn't stay alive the entire time. It's hard to keep her alive, so she needs to be pumping out as much damage as possible while she's on the field. And then for Spencer, we're going with full CDR. We want her spamming her special, giving our team as much damage as she can. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this helps you improve your scores this season. You know, I've noticed that every season that Mavka would be good to use, they have some debuff that really hurts her and stops her from shining. Maybe they just hate her. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're feeling extra special, you can join the Mage Institute by clicking the join button. Catch me on Discord, link is in the description, and if you want to help support this channel, there's a link in the description for that too. As always, I will see you all next time.